All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Materville. So this is going to be my first Materville tour. Materville is just this. I have two gardens. So I have a garden at my home. Sorry, but I didn't really put myself together for this video. It was like a spur of the moment, like I should do a Materville tour. So sorry, I look a little bit unpresentable, but whatever. So Materville is my second garden. I asked a family member if I could use some of their amazing yard. So they have this big giant yard. If I could plant more tomatoes and things and just have a garden plot at their house, and they said yes. So this is how Materville came about, because I love tomatoes and I don't have a whole lot of space. I live on less than half an acre and my garden is down the side of a cliff. I have garden tours of that one if you'd like to go and see those. My name is Jen, by the way. If this is the first tour of any of my garden tours you're seeing, that's how Materville came about. I just needed more space, and I just needed more space to put my 300 different kinds of tomatoes that I wanted to grow. And so I'm going to show you what I got in here today, some of the fun stuff that I planted. I planted a lot of things. The tomatoes are doing pretty well. I'm really good at growing tomatoes. Tomatoes are not hard to plant to grow, at least in my opinion. I know some people have a heck of trouble with them, and I'm sorry, but I digress. But there's a ton of other stuff. I planted a ton of flowers. I planted a ton of peppers. Some of that stuff is not doing so good, and I'll show you why, but I planted a bunch of basils. I think I've got like one that's thriving. So some stuff did good, some stuff didn't. So let's show you what's what. Okay, so before we get into the plants and stuff, I'll show you that I've got like a makeshift fence around the entire thing, because in this area there are so many deer. And the one thing, this was kind of an experiment garden, because I was like, I don't know if something's going to jump in this fence and eat everything. So far so good. I put up several different things to kind of defend the garden. I've got a motion sensor light on that shed, and then I have a motion sensor light in the corner right there. I've got I think it's a 2x4 or 4x4 down in the ground. I think it's a 2x4 down in the ground right there, and attach the light so when they come in, the light shines on them and hopefully it deters them. I've also got an owl, a big old owl there sitting to scare away any. I know there's a groundhog that lives underneath one of these sheds. There's a groundhog that lives underneath one of these sheds, because I've seen him as I pull up in the driveway. He'll take off running. But so far, I piled mulch. Like, I laid the fence down and then I piled mulch up on the fence. So far, nothing has kind of dug to get under the fence that I can tell. I've also got a scarecrow. It's like a autumn fall decoration scarecrow sitting right there. So there's the owl. And then I've also got this autumn/fall like scarecrow decoration thing with one of my husband's shirts on it, just to try to scare, I don't know if any of this stuff works. I'm guessing maybe a little bit for a little while, but the light definitely, nocturnal animals don't like light. That's why they come out at night. So when they see the light, they run away. So far, that seems to be working. I've also got bird deterrent for when my tomatoes start getting ripe. That's what that shiny stuff is right here. It's just a tape that kind of blows in the wind and kind of scares away birds. Okay, so we're gonna get back inside. I think what I'll do is I'll take you around the outside perimeter with the stuff that I planted. So I've got a little tub here with all my essentials: clippers, tape for labeling, some extra labels, scissors, string for tying things up. And so I put these logs up against the door of the fence so that stuff wouldn't try to come underneath the door of the fence. So that seems to be working too. So we'll just walk around all of the outside here. I'm going to start in this corner here. So hose for when I need to water. I've watered once. So awesome. I planted a bunch of different kinds of basils and I think some flowers right here. But this is the only little smattering of basil that is, there's cardboard underneath this and not a lot of dirt. So what I'm thinking is that the cardboard has not broken down enough that the roots can kind of get down into the soil that's underneath and thrive. So maybe later in the season, I'm just going to, I don't know if I'll replant anything right here. I think I've planted enough stuff this year. But maybe, you never know. In the corners here, I planted stuff in little piles. Whatever was right here died. I think it was like squash and melons. This one here, it's still trying. It's definitely not anywhere near what is happening at my house. But like I said, these are fresh piles of dirt. What's at my house is 5 years of cultivated deliciousness for plants to grow in. So that makes a difference. New garden beds sometimes just don't thrive because the microorganisms. That was one of the things I was concerned about, that the tomatoes and everything just wasn't going to thrive because these are fresh new garden beds. And when you do that, sometimes you're messing with the microorganisms, the microbiology, all of that stuff needs time to, work its magic. And the worms, like I put down cardboard, so thick layer of cardboard, and I was thinking maybe the roots wouldn't be able to get down through the cardboard, or the cardboard wouldn't be broken down enough. But the tomatoes seem to be doing just fine with it. But there's other stuff that's kind of like that's possibly what's happening, is it's just not able to get its roots down through the cardboard. But apparently tomato plants are just fine. So I did not label this. So it's some sort of squash or melon, or watermelon, cantaloupe, I'm not sure. Same thing here. This one is, that might be a problem. Let me see if I can get it to come back inside. Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on stuff like this and kind of keep it where you want it. So you stay in here, buddy, okay? Stay in here. So that's a watermelon. Trying. I don't know what this is. This is a pepper plant. Ooh. What kind of pepper plant is this? This is a shishito. Yay! See, some of the first ones that were on here just are not doing so good, but look at these new ones. Some of the first ones that were on here just aren't, kind of shriveled up and look sad. But these new ones are looking pretty good. I could harvest these. They're kind of small, but this one back here is doing pretty good. But again, this pepper plant is kind of lagging behind, especially like the ones, this is nothing, the ones at my house. So, all right, keeping going, I planted, oh no, I hate this stuff. This stuff is everywhere at my house, and I've been constantly battling it ever since we had dirt brought in. This stuff wants to grow. Okay, so it's not time to weed, Jen, garden tour time. So I planted a bunch of extra micro dwarfs that I had right along the fence right here, and they seem to be doing pretty good. There's a little bit of disease on some of them, so when I see that, I'm just going to get rid of the disease and hope that it hasn't climbed its way up the rest of the plant. But we've got tomatoes, little baby tomatoes. This is this one here, Pearl, I don't know how to pronounce that, Tartufo, which is really, I'm excited about this one. Has lots of pretty flowers, and look at the fruit on that. Oh, so pretty. That's going to be so pretty. This is Pinocchio orange, orange hat, and then this is Rosy Finch. If I keep going, there's Chibico. It's just some weeds. And this one here, what did I plant right here? Oh, Kaleidoscope Jewel. So I had some extra tomato plants, and that one's KBX. And I just, next year, after this mulch, all this mulch will break down, and I can add some more soil. I was in a time crunch. So I felt like I was in a bit of a time crunch as I was putting this garden together, because this is all fresh. I just did this. I started, I believe it was March or April, putting this all together, and I think I did a pretty good job with how quickly I had to put it together. But I only got one big old truckload of dirt and mushroom soil, And I might do the same thing next year and actually line the outside, all around the outside and the inside of the fence, and maybe grow a bunch of flowers around the perimeter of it to try to bring in pollinators, which I think would be so cool. I wish I would have had time to do that. And then put, like I did right here where all the micro dwarfs are, I just put a little bit of the good garden soil and mushroom soil and planted in that. But I think it would be awesome to have really good soil all around the perimeter of it and grow like sugar snap peas up the fence, or again, more tomatoes. Just, I like to plant stuff, so the more area I can put things in the ground, the better, the happier I'll be. All right, let's move right along. So I showed you the KBX, and then this was, again, I'm not sure what I planted here, but it's not doing great. And then some more of that. What is this? Is this bindweed? I don't know what this is, but I hate this stuff. It's like kind of prickly. It grows really well in rock hills. Okay, woo. Mr. Tomato, you need fixed up a bit. So I guess I'll do some tying up today after I'm done this tour. Okay, continuing going around the perimeter. See, like right here would have been a good spot to pile up some dirt and have another tomato, but time was an issue. I did do it here. So this one here is Jack White, and we got some flowers on there. Continuing around, and see, look, you can already see some of the tape from the cardboard is coming up from underneath there, and that's what will happen when I put the thick cardboard down on the walkways. I did not remove the tape. Where the beds are, I did remove the tape because I didn't want that to be messing with the worms and stuff trying to get to the cardboard and all that. But when as this breaks down, as the cardboard breaks down and creates beautiful soil, this tape, this crappy tape, will come up through. All right, let's keep going with the tour. This is Madadonsky from Delectation of Tomatoes. So I wrote on some of the tags where the plants came from. That way I can kind of review the variety from where I got it from. I think what I'm going to do, which it'll be a while before I do that, is a seed company kind of review. And I bought from several different seed companies this year, a lot of tomatoes. And I'll do a review on whether, you know, how the customer service was, how quickly I got my order, how well the germination rate was the plant true to the description of what they said it was going to be, just all that kind of stuff in a video, and give you a review of would I buy from them again, or would I not ever buy from them again. Okay, and then this one again is from Delectation of Tomatoes, Bandu. And this one's just kind of struggling a bit. Again, could be where it's placed. These little piles of dirt were an afterthought because I had some extra tomato plants and I just wanted to put them somewhere. So, you know, I feel like next year could be better. And I might even do the whole putting the piles of dirt right here in the fall, like when there's not a whole lot of stuff that I'm doing. I'm not crunched for time as much. But like this one's doing a heck of a lot better. And it could be the variety too. I don't know. But this one's Mama Irene. So sometimes varieties do better in different situations. And, you know, that's kind of what I like to do. I like to experiment and see. This one here is Fuzzy something. What is this one? Because it is fuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Oh, cool. So I've got a couple of fuzzy blue balls at my house, but I don't have any Fuzzy Wuzzies. And this one's Fuzzy Wuzzy. And look at all the flowers on that. And there's a little fruit. Little fuzzy fruit. The fruit's actually fuzzy too. Huh. And here we have Polaris. So there's some big old flowers right there on Polaris. Is there any fruit? Let's see. Yep, there's a fruit. All these got pollinated. I'm having an issue this year with the flowers not falling off by themselves. It seems like I I come out into the garden and I'm picking the shriveled up dead flowers off my tomatoes because I want to see them. I mean, I'm sure once the tomato gets big enough that the flower falls off, but I get impatient. Like, show me the money. Show me that tomato. Come on, come on. So there's lots of tomatoes, and yeah, oh my gosh, they all got pollinated. Woo! Lots of flowers. Okay, moving right along. Here's another area that's not doing so good. So like good, not good. Who knows what's happening here? But this is some peppers. Orange Blaze. I really liked Orange Blaze last year. I hope that it gets better. What's happening here? This is Dwarf Pink Panther. Oh, look at that. Ah! No! What did I do? Oh, okay. I'm not touching that one. So sad. Oh. I'm gonna cry. Okay, and then this is just Mission Giant Yellow Marigold, who has not quite gotten at all giant yet. So, oh, sometimes I hate myself. This is a pepper. One pepper's doing okay. This one's not. Habanero Caribbean Red. And it's not even doing that great, so I don't know. Some more peppers that are just got riddled, and I'm not sure how well they'll do. I don't even know the variety. I don't know where the tag went. This is a tomato plant, Black Angus Dwarf. It's not doing so hot, so Here's some advice. Plant a lot more than you think that you need or want. And if you have places to put stuff and you don't know what to put, just put your extras. That's what I did this year. I had extra stuff, and because I grew extra thinking that, you know, maybe the germination rate wouldn't be good. And so I threw extra stuff everywhere. Some's gonna do good, some's not. And if you have a ton of stuff that's doing good, all those little things that aren't doing so good aren't gonna disappoint you, at least hopefully, not too much. That's my advice. Just continue to plant stuff. And this was planted later than all of this stuff that's doing good. So maybe that's why it just needs a little bit more time to establish itself. But plant, and then plant some more. That's my advice. Okay, so that is it for what's on the outside perimeter. So I'm gonna start with this row here, and then we'll come back down this row. So I planted a bunch more micro dwarfs than what's here. There's only 3 that made it. I think I planted like 6 or 7. And then that's the T-Rex. I just planted a T-Rex pepper plant right there. He just went in the dirt. And so over at Materville, I planted all of my hot peppers. At my house, I planted my sweet peppers because because my goal is to save seeds for a lot of the hot peppers if the plants do well, and to trade on Pepper Obsession and Gardening Obsession. I really enjoy trading, I enjoy sharing, I enjoy gifting seeds, and those groups are the best groups to do that in. So if you haven't checked out the obsession groups, there's several. There's Flower Obsession, Pepper Obsession, Tomato Obsession, Gardening Obsession. You will fall in love with trading, and just, it's a fun group to be in. There's no hate. And I am a moderator for a couple of those groups, so I'm a little biased, but whatever. If there's any hateful comments, any nastiness, you're out. You will get, your comment will get deleted, and if it's nasty enough, or, you know, we don't think you're the right person to be in that group, you will get booted. And we have no problem getting rid of nasty people. We want loving people. We want sharing people. We want kind people. There's other groups that I've looked in, I'm in, and there's some nasty people out there. And if you're going to be nasty, we don't want you in our groups. Simple as that. So if you're timid to get into a group because you're afraid to post pictures or ask questions, because you're afraid that people are going to say nasty things, fear not, because if they do say nasty things, they will get booted. So there's that. Don't be afraid to join those groups. The nasty people are not in those groups. Tomato Obsession, Pepper Obsession, Gardening Obsession. You got to check them out. They're so much fun. I spend far too much time scrolling through people's pictures of their gardens and stuff. So, hot peppers are at Materville. Sweet peppers, there are some sweet peppers mixed in here because I had extras, so I stuck them in the ground here, and I didn't have space for them at my house. I mean, I probably would have had space for them, but I had brought some over here just to see how they do. But those I won't save seeds from because they'll probably be cross-pollinated with the hot stuff, and you don't want to gift someone a sweet pepper and it end up being hot. That's no fun. So, like I said, I've got a few of the micros here. This one's a quite large micro. Which one is this one? Chibico, taken off, but there is some little baby fruit on there. This one's Pendulina orange. It's doing okay. All right, so let me see. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. This is the first year I have used the string method. So I ran out of this fencing. So this is just some kind of crappy. It's not very, you know, it's like you can mold it pretty easily. It's not very strong wire, but it was cheap. And because I didn't really have high hopes, you know, because I really didn't know how well this garden was going to do, I didn't want to put too much money into it at first. So I've got like the cheap fence around the outside. I've got like the cheap fence to hold stuff up, but it only came with, I forget how many feet. I think it was 100 foot because this garden's pretty big. I think it's like 100 foot by however wide, I don't know. So I used it on this side, and then I had some extra fencing, kind of similar, a little bit stronger, a couple pieces left over from my garden that I used right there. And then I thought, well, maybe I should try something different. The string, and I saw a picture of something on, I think it was Gardening Obsession. I can't remember, but I was just like, ooh, let's try that and see how that works. So basically you weave your tomatoes up this string. So as the tomatoes get taller, you just kind of wrap the string around it. So you see how it's wrapped around it? And I gotta tell you, I am really enjoying this method. So this is metal piping. So I wanted my tomato plants to be able to get really tall, and we don't have really big T-posts that we can buy around here. So my husband, we just kind of duct taped another piece of the piping right there and used one of those little plastic T thingies and then duct taped, what is this stuff called? Conduit, metal conduit. And that's what's going across the top. And then I had this nylon string. I got this giant roll of nylon string from Amazon. And so I just threw it like I had, and I was throwing it from one side to the other, just weaving it. So there's like 2 strings. So I threw it down one side and I wrapped it around the bottom and then brought it back up and then threw it on the other side. So I just did that all the way across. And I gotta tell you, I'm pleasantly surprised because I thought there's no way this string is gonna hold these tomatoes up. And now it is, some of them are a little bit floppity, but even still, I'm pretty impressed with how well these tomato plants are doing. Now we'll see whenever they're heavy with fruit how well this works, but so far I'm kind of enjoying it because it's a lot easier than tying the tomatoes up on the fence. You just kind of come around and you just wrap. So let me see if any of these tomatoes have anything interesting on them yet. Woolly Kate Yellow, I'm really excited about that one. So this is another one of the plants that's kind of furry, which is kind of neat. I don't know if you can see the furriness to it. See if there's anything interesting yet. This is Zlatava. I like doing these tours with y'all because it gives me a chance to really look at the plants, which sometimes I don't do, like, you know, stop and smell the coffee. This one here is Old Wyandotte. Golden King of Siberia. It's getting crowded. It's getting crowded out. So I think what I might do is I need to get some of these leaves out of the way so that this one here can get some light. There, I think that's helpful. Let's see here. Ooh my. Monster bloom. That's two fused flowers there. And that's Grant County Pink from Forgotten Heirlooms. Ooh, we got lots of fruit on, what's this one? Oh, cool. Pink Berkeley Tie Dye. Oh, this is the first year I've grown this. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. This is one of my friend Lauren's favorite tomatoes. All right, moving right along. Let's see here. This is West Virginia straw. So look at this bad boy. He's gonna be a big one. Oh yeah, another one. Yes. Another thing that's really fun about tomatoes is they're different leaves. So like this is like a potato leaf, and this is like the regular type tomato leaf. What is this one? This one is Willa's Caribou Rose. Let's see here. Got some flowers. Got one that did not pollinate. Did this one? It kind of looks like these did. Gunmetal Gray. There's a little tomato. So I don't really think I have too many things that have like big tomatoes on it yet. This is Yellow 1884 Pinkheart. So this is going to be another one of those tours where I show you the tiny, the littlest tomatoes that just got fertilized, and in a month or so I'll show you just how impressive this is going to be looking. This one here is, see, I'm having trouble finding the tags. They're in here deep somewhere. Oh, here's a tomato. What's this one? I don't know. I don't know any. White Brandywine. So that's going to be a white tomato. These have some anthocyanin shoulders there. What is this one? Let's see if I can find it. Is this it? Ah, Velvet Night. Let's put you over here. This one's Velvet Night, so that's why it looks the way it does. This one is White Zebra. Super excited for this one. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Thornburns Lemon Bush. So we got a bunch of fruits on this one. Oh, I'm excited for this one. This is supposed to be a really good cherry tomato, Rosella. And so there's a bunch of Rosella. More. This is Sweet Aperitif. It's a very dainty tomato plant. Like, it feels very breakable. Sweet Aperitif does. It's not very sturdy, and it's not growing very big. So it's a slow grower, is what I found, because the one at my house is kind of the same way. This one is Thai Pink Egg. Thai Pink Egg. We've got Peaches and Cream. That's a Bazinga. Woo, look at that one. Oh. This one's got the first of the disease that I've seen. Let's just get rid of that. Yucky. And get rid of that. Hopefully that'll not... When I start to see some disease, I'll come over and spray with some hydrogen peroxide. But for now, mostly everything is doing pretty good. This one is, this one was a rogue seed that, there's my rogue seed. So I had done a haul, and in the packet of So I got it from a seed company. Which seed company was it? Oh, I can't remember. But there was like a seed just laying in the envelope. And so I was like, I'm gonna plant it, and I labeled it Rogue Seed, but this is the fruit that's on it. Very cool looking. It's a big boy, so it's definitely a slicer. And it's doing really well. I mean, it's looking good. Let's see here. We've got big yellow zebra. I don't really see any fruit on that one yet. We've got another furry one here. I don't know which furry one this is, but it is getting crowded. This is gonna be quite a wild mess, I think. Yeah, I don't know which furry one this is. This is Pineapple Pig. This is Wine Jug. So there's Wine Jug. There's a bunch of little wine jugs. They're so cool. Let's see here. Kozula 133. I am so excited for all of the Kozulas I'm growing this year. They are such pretty tomatoes. Kozula 24. So lots of big looking tomatoes on there. Here's another one of those like dainty looking tomatoes. This one is, what is this one? Martian Fee. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Again, it's so pretty. So pretty. I can't wait to have a ripe one. I'm going to be very gentle. Don't break them off. But you can see it's very small compared to the stem of this one. And this one is Abraham Green. Okay, Gobstopper. So I'm pretty excited about Gobstopper. It's doing pretty well. This one is Alice's Dream. It's kind of flopping over. I need to get this one to. Okay, that's better. Got it wrapped a little bit better. Hopefully it stands up straighter. Oh my goodness, guys, there's just so much to show you. I just don't know how much of this you want to see, because it's like a lot. There are some repeats. This is Aunt Eula's Rockhouse Pink. So the other one on further down was Aunt Eula's Rockhouse Yellow. So this one's pink, and that's going to be a big one. And there's this one here is Gunmetal Gray again. Bunch of fruit on it. This one is Gary Osina, and you can see some of the fruit down there. Gary Osina's got a big, lovely one, and a bunch more flowers right there. And this was some basil that I planted. This is blue spice basil, so I'm going to try to save the seeds from it. I've got it. I had a big winter sowing jug that I did of the blue spice basil, and I just ripped it into big chunks, and I've got it planted. So you can see it here, here, here. Oh my gosh, I barely touched that, and it is incredible smelling. So incredible smelling. It's got a very unique kind of basil smell. Almost, it's similar to a holy basil. I don't know which one's better. They smell incredible, and you barely have to touch them. Let's see what we got here. This is Dean's Chocolate Salty Balls. That's right. That's the name of it. Dean's Chocolate Salty Balls. And this one here, these two little the flowers did not get pollinated. They just broke off. Another wispy, delicate tomato plant. This is Afternoon Delight. This is Ananas Zebra. That's got a big boy right there. Then we have some of the areas of the peppers that I started. So this is Buena Mulata. So isn't that pretty? It's got lots of flowers on it, and look how pretty the flowers are. Oh, gorgeous. All right, this tomato behind it is DB Cooper. And then beside it is Adelaide's Festival. So I'm pretty excited about this one. It's got a few tomatoes on it already. Yeah. It's a little bit on the smaller side. I can't remember if this one's a dwarf. I think it might be. It kind of looks like a dwarf. Pretty sure it is. This one here is like taken over, and it is, what is this? Got another, see, this is the thing. I planted these peppers thinking that there would be enough room for them. They are getting crowded by the tomatoes, but it is what it is. I can't dig them up now. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not going to. I can't do anything about what's happening now. I just have to, you know, live and let live, see what happens, and try again next year to do better. But this is a pepper plant, another Buena Mulata that's kind of, you can see the stem of it. It's kind of purpley. It's hiding under here, and it's just not thriving. Sad. But the tomato plant that is, here's another one. So there's 3 Buena Mulatas. There's another one. This one's doing a little bit better because it's finding some light right there. Scabatha. So Scabatha here is taken over. There's some fruit of Scabatha, if I can get all these leaves out of the way. Oh golly. This is getting to be a little ridiculous. Let's see here. What can I show you? Here is another pepper plant. This is the Tam Jalapeno. So it's going to get a lot greener. I hope they do okay. They're starting to get overtaken by banana toes. So this is banana toes. And let's see, is there any fruit on it? That's a weird shape. Should be interesting. Okay, another pepper plant. This one is Thai chili, and it's doing really well. So look at that. I'm not seeing any, just now getting flowers on it, so I don't really see any fruit, but there will be. Behind it is, what is this one? These tags are stupid. White zebra, another white zebra. But lots of fruit on it. This nice, strong, sturdy is Pink Elephant. I'm pretty excited about this one. Do we have any tomatoes? Ah, yes, yes. Pink Elephant. And another one. And Bolado pepper. Here's Bolado pepper. So, it's trying to get up there and get some of the light. These tomato plants are drowning them out. Oh, here's a Bolado pepper on this plant. So, I got 2 Bolado peppers, and this one's a little bit further along. This pepper was Gorongnong. I was pretty excited about this one. I'll throw a picture up of what the actual pepper looks like, but I don't know that it's going to, it's still trying. We'll see. But you win some, you lose some. Mini Kumato. That's Mini Kumato. This is another gunmetal gray. I've got a bunch of gunmetal grays. I didn't realize I had so many. Phil's 2. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Do we have any? Oh yeah, we do. Look at this. Look at this wild looking. They are so wild looking. Look at this. I don't know if I can get you in there. I don't want to break any stems, but let's see if I can get up underneath of there. Oh, that's crazy looking. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay. One beside it is big Zac Yellow, and it's gonna live up to its name. Look at that beast. That's a big Zac. I have tried to grow big Zac red. I had seeds for it. I'm pretty sure they were not actually big Zacs. I don't know, maybe they were, but they were never really big. So I'm hoping that these are actually big Zacs. The one beside it is Green Doctors. So I've got Green Doctors and I've got Green Doctors Frosted as well somewhere. This is Brown Berry. So there's some brown berries there. Some more peppers. This is Lemon Spice Jalapeno. Again, I don't know if these are gonna do anything. They're looking kind of rough. And this is Amethyst Cream. Is this one Amethyst Cream? No, this one's Amethyst Cream. I don't really see, oh yeah, there's some little tomatoes, Amethyst Cream, and then beside it is a mystery. I don't know where the tag is. This is Pink Fang. So do we have any? Yeah, ooh, neat. Pink Fang. I am skipping some of these guys because I'm not even done the first row yet. And so there's several varieties I am not mentioning that I do have. Red Lithium. That's a wild one. Look at that. It has like, it looks like 2 fused blossoms and then another like tomato right here. I don't know. But there's some normal looking ones too. More basil. And then some peppers that are getting, let's see if I can't give them a little bit of light here and get this out of the way. So these peppers, there's 1, 2, 3 of them are Anaheim hot pepper. And then the tomatoes that are crowding them are, what's this one? Butterscotch Beefsteak and Green Bee. So I've got quite a few different green varieties. I really enjoy green tomatoes, like the green one ripe. This is Watermelon Beefsteak. So I've got some flowers back there. This is Mulatka. Wait. Yeah, Mulatka. So that's those. And then what we have here. Unthank Haze Grisham. So there's some tomatoes on that one. And then this is my poor Bequino Yellow that did so good last year. I had Bequino, was it orange or yellow? I think it was Bequino Yellow. That is no more. This is a nice looking, what is this, Marconi? What is this one? Mercado. So I have a pepper. Look at that bad boy. Woo! And the last tomato on the end here is Elliott County Orange. So got some tomatoes on that. Better put this back where it belongs. All right, guys. Woo! All right, let's go down the other side. I've got peppers on both sides of this row. So